Welcome to Angkor Design podcasts. Did you know that in Cambodia, there are more mobile connections than people? Like, way more. We're talking 143% penetration rate. Today, we're diving into Cambodia's digital revolution through the lens of Angkor Design, a pioneering tech company that's been shaping the country's digital landscape since 2005. By the end of this episode, you'll understand how Cambodia is transforming into a digital powerhouse and why companies like Angkor Design are at the forefront of this change. Joining me today is our tech expert who's been studying Southeast Asian digital transformation. What's your take on Cambodia's tech evolution?
It's fascinating. Cambodia's tech scene is experiencing this incredible boom, and what's really interesting is that it's being driven by a really young population. The median age is just 26.2 years.
Wait, that's incredibly young. How does that affect the digital landscape?
It's actually a huge advantage. These young digital natives are pushing innovation, and companies like Angkor Design are perfectly positioned to serve this tech-savvy generation.
Tell us more about Angkor Design. What makes them stand out?
Well, they've been around since 2005, which is pretty remarkable when you think about it. They started in Siem Reap and have grown to serve over 1,000 businesses, both in Cambodia and worldwide.
1,000 businesses? That's impressive for a company in a developing market.
Exactly. And what's really interesting is how they've positioned themselves as this one-stop solution. They do everything from website design to mobile app development, UI/UX design, even hospitality software.
Speaking of the local market, I saw some interesting statistics about internet usage in Cambodia.
Yes, according to recent data, there are 10.8 million internet users in Cambodia, which represents about 60.7% of the population. That's a huge opportunity.
And social media seems to be booming too, right?
Absolutely. There are 12.9 million social media users in Cambodia, which is actually 72.4% of the population. It's driving a lot of demand for digital services.
You know what I find interesting? The parallel between ancient Angkor temples and modern digital design.
That's such a fascinating observation. Both represent the pinnacle of their era's technology and innovation. The temples were about creating lasting impressions, just like today's digital experiences.
Let's talk about their mobile app development. How does that fit into Cambodia's digital ecosystem?
They specialize in customizing web apps and mobile solutions for everyone from individual startups to large corporations. Their focus is on creating apps that really work for the local market.
And how do they approach website development?
They emphasize creating websites that actually convert visitors into customers. It's not just about looking good, it's about driving business results.
That's interesting because I noticed they also offer hosting services.
Yes, they've recently upgraded their servers with new dual solid-state drives. They're really trying to position themselves as Cambodia's leading web hosting provider. Their portfolio spans various industries.
How do they handle the challenge of working with such diverse clients?
They offer free consultations and price estimates up front, which helps clients understand exactly what they're getting into. It's about transparency and building trust.
That's smart. What about their approach to UI/UX design?
They follow a comprehensive process: user-centered analysis, wireframe design, UI/UX design, digital prototyping, and then development. It's very methodical.
And how does this fit into Cambodia's broader tech ecosystem?
According to recent reports, Cambodia's IT sector is poised to become the largest export industry in the country. Companies like Angkor Design are helping drive that transformation.
That's a bold prediction. What's driving this growth?
The Asian Development Bank projects 5.8% economic growth, with digital transformation being a key factor.
Let's talk about their team. What kind of expertise do they bring?
They have a mix of business experts and professional designers. Their team is based in both Siem Reap and Phnom Penh, giving them good coverage of Cambodia's main business hubs.
How do they stay competitive in such a rapidly evolving industry?
They emphasize simplicity in their approach. As they say, simple sites load faster, are easy to use, and are less prone to problems.
That makes sense. What about pricing? How do they position themselves?
They focus on being affordable while maintaining quality. It's about making professional web services accessible to Cambodian businesses of all sizes.
And how do they handle the technical challenges of operating in Cambodia?
They've invested in robust infrastructure. For example, they recently had to address FTP access issues at their Singapore data center, showing their commitment to reliability.
What about their impact on the local tech community?
They're helping build Cambodia's digital capabilities. Remember, with 73.7% of the population living in rural areas, Their work is crucial for digital inclusion.
That's a significant responsibility. How do they ensure quality across such a broad service offering?
They follow a structured approach for each service, from initial consultation to final delivery. Their focus on user-centered design helps maintain consistency.
What challenges do they face in the market?
The main challenge is keeping up with rapid technological changes while maintaining affordability for local businesses. But their track record since 2005 shows they're managing well.
Let's talk about their mobile app development process. How do they approach that?
They take a client-centric approach, focusing on understanding the specific needs of each business before starting development. This helps ensure the final product truly serves its purpose.
And what about their website design philosophy?
They emphasize conversion optimization. Every design decision is made with the goal of turning visitors into customers.
How do they handle project management?
They maintain clear communication throughout the project lifecycle, with regular updates and consultations to ensure client satisfaction.
What about their future plans?
They're positioning themselves for continued growth as Cambodia's digital economy expands. With internet penetration still growing, there's huge potential.
Any final thoughts on their impact on Cambodia's tech scene?
They're really helping bridge the digital divide in Cambodia. Their work is contributing to the country's transformation into a digital economy.
Looking at the bigger picture, what does this mean for Cambodia's future?
With companies like Angkor Design leading the way, Cambodia is well positioned to become a significant player in Southeast Asia's digital economy.
That's fascinating. And with their track record since 2005, they've really proven their staying power.
Absolutely. They've grown from a small Siem Reap startup to a major force in Cambodia's digital transformation.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of CoPasts. Remember that 143% mobile penetration rate we started with? It's companies like Angkor Design that are helping Cambodia make the most of that digital potential. And they're just getting started. The future of Cambodia's digital landscape looks incredibly bright. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of Cambodia's digital revolution. Until next time, keep innovating.